The Atlanta Hawks could do the unthinkable to end the regular season. And in this video, I'm going to break down what this unthinkable is, but what this means for the future of the Atlanta Hawks. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about how the Atlanta Hawks can not only secure the 6th seed in the East, but also win the first round of the playoffs. I know. We're talking about the Atlanta Hawks not making the playoffs, but could potentially win the first round of the playoffs, especially without Clint Capella, Jalen Johnson. And you tell me 4 months that the Atlanta Hawks would be in this situation without DeAndre Hunter, Bogey Bogdanovich, Jalen Johnson, Kobe Buffkin, Clint Capella, I would say get out of my face, dog, because you don't know what you're talking about. Now, the possibility is slim, but it is possible. And here's how. The Atlanta Hawks are currently in the 7th seed right now, but they are 4 games behind the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, the Atlanta Hawks and the Milwaukee Bucks played last night. The Atlanta Hawks won, and that is big because the Atlanta Hawks currently right now own the tiebreaker between the Atlanta Hawks and the Milwaukee Bucks. So if the Atlanta Hawks find a way to make up 4 games against the Milwaukee Bucks, boom. There you go. Now, in regards to how the Atlanta Hawks could secure the 6th seed and make up 4 games, it comes down to this. If Milwaukee wins 3 of their last 8 and lose 5 games of their remaining schedule, and the Atlanta Hawks win 7 of their next 8 games on their schedule, then boom, that's how you make up, and that's how the Atlanta Hawks get the 6th spot. Now, you're looking at me probably saying, okay, that sounds very improbable, but if you look at the remaining schedules for both teams, that is something that could potentially happen. Now, let me break down the Milwaukee Bucks schedule. Like I said, they have to win 3 of the last 8. They have to lose 5 games. They could lose 5 games on here. I'm not saying they could lose to the Suns, but that is something that may happen because I know Kevin Durant is out. I think that allows the Suns to be more spaced. I know that's crazy to say. With KD, you're better, but I don't know. I feel like it allows the Suns to play faster. I don't know. I'm counting that as a potential L though. If the Bucks lose to the Suns, if they beat the Suns, the 76ers, and the Pelicans once, that's all it takes. The Suns could lose to the Heat. The Bucks could lose to the Heat. The Pelicans one time. They could definitely lose to the Timberwolves. And they could definitely lose to the Pistons twice. If they lose to the Pistons twice, if they lose to the Timberwolves, if they lose to the Heat, and they lose to either the Suns or the Pelicans once, that is the 5 losses that the Atlanta Hawks need to secure the 6th spot. Now, like I said, the Atlanta Hawks would need to win 7 of their next 8 games, and they need the Milwaukee Bucks to lose 5 of their last 8. Now, looking at the Hawks schedule, here's where can 7 games come from. It's not that terrible. It really isn't. The Atlanta Hawks definitely can beat Portland. They're probably favored against the Mavericks. The big game is the New York Knicks, which I think the Atlanta Hawks could win this game. They've always played the New York Knicks very well, and depending on the injuries for the Knicks, that could be a win for the Hawks. They play for the Jazz, who aren't a very good team. They play the Magic, who they need to beat one time, not only to make the playoffs in the 6th seed, but also to get a larger gap between them and the Magic. They have the Nets, who they should beat. They have the 76ers, who they should beat. And they have the Orlando Magic again, who they need to beat. If the Atlanta Hawks find a way to win 7 of their last 8, I am telling you, they have the potential to get the 6th seed in the East. And the 6th seed in the East right now will play the 3 seed currently, which is the New York Knicks, and that's pretty much solidified. And we know what Trae Young and company can do if they go in Madison Square Garden. We've seen Trae Young rolling the dice on the New York Knicks logo. Trae Young turns into a different animal. And besides the Cleveland Cavaliers, I think the New York Knicks is the 2nd most favorable matchup for the Atlanta Hawks. And this is something that I would say, if they're able to win 7 of their last 8, and if the Bucks lose 5 of their last 8, which is not that unlikely, the Atlanta Hawks will secure the 6th seed in the East. And you take a team who basically had no intentions, and a lot of people had them not making it out the play-in, to a team that's 6th seed in the East. It goes from the organization is going nowhere to this organization is building steam and momentum. I want to say this as well. You take a team that may or could secure the 6th seed in the East, and then you also give them a potential Rookie of the Year candidate in Zachary Richichet, who's been playing lights out. You also allow them to potentially have the Defensive Player of the Year candidate in Dyson Daniels. You start to build a program. And the more this team plays, the more this team develops. We also got Jalen Johnson coming back next year. This team looks better and better. And if the Atlanta Hawks could do the unthinkable and secure the 6th spot in the East, but also continue to take that momentum and beat the New York Knicks, this will not only do wonders for this team, but that will basically boost them into contention next year, because this team is really, 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 really good. And the more these guys play together, they learn, develop, and grow, the better this organization will be in the future. All this to say, Hawks, finish strong. Because if you do, you'll do something a lot of people won't expect you to do, and you'll get to the next round. That's all I'm saying. But the Atlanta Hawks have the potential to do unthinkable, like I said, and the path is not that far-fetched. And especially, I think ESPN gave the Atlanta Hawks a 2% chance to make the 6th seed in the East. I think it's a little bit more, especially as the Milwaukee Bucks continue to play and they continue to suck, unfortunately. But if you agree or disagree, leave a comment down below. Also, as you can see my hat on right now, it says what? The Great Barrier Thief. Shout out to Dyson Daniels. But if you like this hat, if you think it's cool, if you think it's trendy, or you want to support Dyson Daniels, do me a favor and purchase this thing down in the link below. I tried to provide something for the Great Barrier Thief because there's nothing out there, and Dyson Daniels is our guy, and he needs some support. So to support Dyson Daniels, go ahead and pick up this stylish snapback hat, the Great Barrier Thief. It got all the Dyson hits. It got Australia, but it also got number 5 in the lockdown key. Pick it up right now. Link in the description below. But let's go, Hawks. We can do this. Let's shock the world. And if you want to see more videos like this, check this one out right here. And like always, peace.